All right, let's move on. 1 p.m. Eastern. Jacksonville Jaguars 4-8, 1-5 on the road at Tennessee Titans, 7-5, 3-2 at home at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. 50 Fahrenheit, mostly cloudy, 6 miles per hour. So great to have all you guys in the chat here for this show. It means a ton to us that you are here rolling with us. Jojo Rich says, if you're leaning Detroit, I like my chances with my underplay. I guess that would mean that I would probably be interested in like a Vikings team total under. I guess. But I think part of it is wanting to. I'm going to look into it more. But I guess I should probably write that note down here with the Vikings total under. All right. Okay, let's roll on to Jags Titans. We'll start with the line history in this one. We have the Titans off of an embarrassment opening up at -4, now sitting at -3.5. That 3.5, by the way, the plus 3.5 is juice to the Jags. And these are all pinnacle openers. This total opened up at 42 as basically a pick 'em. It's now heavily juiced to the under, so it's really a 41.5. We take a look at the cash flow for this one. We have 5,424 tickets in, 28% of the tickets, 76% of cash on the Jags. 59% of tickets on the under. We don't have a cash flow on that under. And Mac Beaver says Titans GM fired after 7 years. Fired after 7 years, Titans GM. Jags come in off the ugly 40-14 loss to Detroit. Titans come in off an ugly 35-10 loss at Philadelphia. Which of these teams do you expect to bounce back here? The Jags got beaten in all facets of the game. They were held to 266 total yards, 3 of 12 on third down. Trevor Lawrence, 17 of 31 for 179 yards and a touchdown. Christian Kirk was the lone bright spot. 6 catches for 104 yards. Travis Etienne, 13 carries for 54 yards, caught 3 for 12, lost a fumble. The Jags couldn't stop the Lions at all. Lions scored on all 5 of their drives in the first half. Their first 3 possessions of the second half finished with 2 sacks, 5 quarterback hits. That's a 20th consecutive loss to an NFC team. It's a wild record. The Jags got their linebacker, Chad Muma, ankle injury, was hurt during the game. And free safety, Andre Sisco, didn't play, was inactive with the shoulder injury. The Titans have the 3rd best run defense, but they're bad at defending the pass. And Lawrence has been better on the road this year than he's been at home, and he's going to have to take advantage of that. Titans come in off an ugly 35-10 loss at Philly, held to 11 first downs, 209 yards of offense. Tannehill, 14 and 22, 141 yards, and a touchdown. Treylon Burks caught that beautiful 25-yard pass, and then Marcus Epps, helmet to helmet. He's in concussion protocol. It was a spectacular job of holding on to the ball. Okonkwo had 4 receptions for 68 yards. Derrick Henry shut down again, 11 carries for 30 yards. Defense was pitiful. Eagles put up 453 yards on him. They finished with 2 sacks, 3 quarterback hits, and Christian Fulton suffered a groin injury. He's already been ruled out this week, so you have a bad pass defense, and now you lose Fulton. And the Jaguars are the 4th worst pass defense, so as well. Both these teams are bad at defending the pass, but is Treylon Burks going to be in the lineup? You'll need him if you want Ryan Tannehill to run all over or throw the ball all over this defense. This is a tricky one. So many moving parts. Andy, take it away for us. Jaguars, Titans.
Yeah, I almost did look at this over, but with the Burks injury and a few other things not really hashing out the right way, I'm a little confused at what to do with this one. The Jags, it's not like they have nothing to play for, but the Titans certainly need the bounce back. Just they're still very live to obviously win the division, host a playoff game, make some noise in the playoffs. They're a well-coached team that has some pieces that have worked out. The Burks injury sucks. I don't think he plays. And it's funny, this team has been above average through the air as far as just efficiency. I know it's not like some air raid fun, throw it deep offense, but what they've worked with throughout the season, they've been okay through the air. So this is an offense that probably still will be effective against this Jags defense. It's just this Jag defense has been really bad against the pass. And I just don't know if Tannehill minus Burks is going to be, enough to take advantage of that. It's probably too many points. I would lean towards taking Jacksonville here, but I'm not playing this one. This is maybe a quit spot for Jacksonville.
Yeah, it's a tough one. There's no doubt about it. New Quarter says Tennessee lost 2 straight to Cincinnati and Philadelphia. Says this will be a cakewalk. Well, that's an angle for sure.
Yeah, you just played 2 teams that could be in the Super Bowl, and now you're facing a team with and not only that, but Lawrence is banged up. They don't have a bunch of offensive weapons. I hate to make it a little value on the Jags, but I'd rather play Tennessee, if you understand my meaning. Right, I think they're just maybe a little low in the market right now. So this is a no bueno spot.
And yeah, I looked into the Trevor Lawrence stuff. Everybody expecting him to play this week.
Yeah.
So obviously you want to wait. I mean, he'll be on the Wednesday injury report, but everybody expecting him to play. Birdie said read some articles where Lawrence was openly pissed they were so bad. He was very angry. Says, I think he plays, but not 100%. The more I talk, the more I may be on the Jags for Birdie. Papa Call says, rather bet Tennessee -3. Nufflush Allen leaning to Tennessee team total overs. It's two very similar situations here. And, if both these teams are so bad through the air, I guess you'd want to wait to hear if Treylon Burks is going to be in. But I have to think that the over could be in play, but you see it moving.
Yeah, if Burks plays and a few other things hash out right, it might be an overlook.
Yeah, I'm
just nothing for me now.
Yeah, I agree. If these teams are so bad defending the pass, and what are your just quick expectations on Derrick Henry? We're starting to see him get shut down by opponents. Is he slowing down himself here in second half, or just a little blip on the radar?
I mean, he just ran up against a couple of good teams that, like what Cincinnati did with Reader and some of the penetration they got into the backfield. They're stopping his runs early before they get going. And then last week, not only did we see a bit of a rejuvenated front 4, front 7 for Philly, but I mean, it just turned into a game state where they didn't want to run the ball anymore either. So I think he'll be fine. I think it's a nice bounce back spot for him.
And that's what JoJo Rich says. He says, I'd be looking for some player props here. I do think Tennessee gets back to their ground game. Henry over yards rushing. All right, let's roll on.